Yes, we are back. 2026 UniSport Hub, and the season is up and running in big style. I'm very happy to be back, and I'm very excited to go through not only the game today, but also the games that have happened, but coming up shortly. And I'm joined with who else? It's Carter. How are we doing?
There's only one. Yeah, Happy New Year, sports fans. Welcome back. It is looking electric. I know Santa may have brought you presents under the tree, but I guarantee we didn't bring you anything as good as this. Left, right, centre, top, bottom. There's drama absolutely everywhere, and we're going to be covering it all. We've got games from, the game weeks, as you know, are all a bit messed up. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you knew. Maybe New Year's resolution was, I need to get into more university sports. I need to get my finger on the pulse. Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to go through the games that we've missed, but more importantly, we've got some footage from the recent game. And again, it's just, I don't know what to say. It keeps delivering. I feel like we need to just build it up for a bit. Miracles happen every day. In this league, they happen every week. It's happened again. It's led us to one of the most exciting finales in UniSport Hub history. And let's get our teeth straight into it. The fixture was Cardiff Met at home to Hartpury, league leaders. Let's see how it turned out.
Literally the pinnacle of university football. When we're talking about two absolute giants and absolute quality on the pitch, you're guaranteed to see it here. And it's Hartpury starting things off. Oh, it's a great finish. Well, straight down the middle to be fair, but he did all he had to do in that moment. On the bounce, it's a hard one to get it on target, and he does well, giving Hartpury that early lead.
Yeah, keeper gets unlucky there. Cardiff Met will know that they are down but not out, as is tradition in this part of the country. But they're messing around with it at the back. Guardiola's been in the changing rooms, and he's picked the wrong team to do it against. Hartpury, just shows that football is such a simple game. Keeper feels like he's been hung out to dry a bit there, but again, he's close, and you can see him rollicking the fans. Hartpury with a great delivery to the back stick. Oh, and there's the goalie losing any excuses he had for the last few.
Now, normally you would sit here and say, when Hartpury go 3-0 up, that is as safe as ever. But, I mean, we'll see what's to come. If there's any team who can cause a little comeback, and a team that's maybe put some goals behind Hartpury before, it's Cardiff Met. And here we go. Oh, right in the top pins from the edge of the box. What a finish. Makes it 3-1 to, at home for Cardiff Met here. Is there a chance they can do something special?
Yeah, again, you can tell that we are still actually in the first half here. So just shows how many goals you get for your money down in the Southern Prem. But again, Cardiff not giving up. Attack, attack, attack is always their motto. It's just get it in the mixer. Oh, it's a ridiculous header. I am stunned.
Yeah, that's some Van Persie-esque stuff there. He dinked it over the keeper with a header. I mean, didn't really know that was possible, but he's managed to do it. Just for a bit of context, by the way, Cardiff Met need to win this game if they want a chance of coming top of the table. It's all to play for, and now it's 3-2, and they're looking really, really dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous is one word for it. That was a revolting header, and now they're just cutting Hartpury open. Keeper's come out, but he's not stopped it. I think has it gone through the legs in a game again to add more context that if Hartpury win, essentially seals them the title. They've been top of the league for God knows how long now. It feels like forever, and yet they've just been equalised to 3-3 after being 3-0 up. Surely they're thinking this can't get any worse.
This is unbelievable scenes. 3-3. Cardiff Met are showing some fight here to bring this back. It's a lovely bit of play around the back here. Nice through ball to the winger. Can he get a dangerous ball into the box? What we've seen already. He gets it in. Did he get a tap on that? I don't know, but it's 4-3 to Cardiff Met. This is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just unspeakable stuff, really. Where's the intensity gone? They're losing every duel, every pass here. And he's just somehow been left free at the near post. Unbelievable. I think he does get a touch on that. He'll definitely be claiming it, especially if they do go on to achieve a miracle this season. What's the defenders doing? This goalkeeper must feel like he can do nothing for love nor money. Again, sliced open. They're cheap goals to be given away from a Hartpury perspective, but Cardiff Met ruthless.
Wow, that was something unbelievable. That's Elliot Evans' ball at its finest there. Bringing it back from 3-0 down to win 5-3 in a game of so much importance, so crucial to the league. I'm starting to think, well, we're going to get the table up in a minute and really dive into this, but these have to be scripted. This is this can't be real what we're seeing.
It is WWE-esque from the Archers. The people's champions have no right to be pulling off these kind of feats. And again, yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But they've really made him. If you watch that game back and ask me, who looks like the team at the top of the table for all season, there would probably be one answer because it's so leaky for the Hartpury team there. But yeah, I think we've got to go and look at the table after that because it's almost as good viewing as the football there on display. Talk them through it, Rob.
Yes, indeed, it is looking tense as ever. So that puts, you got Hartpury sitting there at 9, played 9, as well as Cardiff Met playing 9, with 21 points, giving them that little bit of an edge over Cardiff Met, but only by 2 points. Now, you'd sit here and go, oh, okay, well, they played Cardiff Met, they're probably going to have an easy fixture. But it's only Bath, who are bottom of the table, needing a win to take it above Chichester, and they're going to be up for it so much. And we know Bath's a dangerous team, right? They're no mugs down there. They can take Hartpury on anyway. With that much kind of like desire and wanting to stay up in the league, could they do enough to nab the points and give Cardiff Met that victory?
Well, if Cardiff, have any friends in Bath, now is the time to be picking the phone up. I'll be delivering Roy Keane-esque speeches in that changing room. So obviously this all comes off the back of the fixture we've glanced over, which is Exeter beating Chichester 2-1. So as you can see, Chichester now all played up, down 9 points, and they will be praying that Hartpury get the job done. But I tell you what, if you're a Bath fan and you've just watched these highlights in the home of University Sport, which I'm sure you have, you now know there's a few goals to be scored there. So the striker makes sure he has his Weetabix, but unless they go rumbling around for a keeper under the Christmas tree, I think you could be in with a shout there. So yeah, really tasty stuff. And the bigger question, I suppose, is can Cardiff Met do it against East London?
Yeah, I mean that's not easy at all, really, when we think about it. The only thing that's going to give them maybe that benefit of the doubt is the fact that maybe East London don't want it as much. But one thing we do know is all these positions matter. East London can still take that third spot, give them the home fixture in the cup. They're going to want that. So yeah, that's not an easy ride for Cardiff Met at all. But it makes it so tense. Last game of the season, of course, it had to happen. I swear it always happens. Something's going on.
Yeah, no, it has AFCON-esque feel to it. I'll agree with you. But yeah, I think if you're the Archers and you've just pinged 5 past them, you are You're feeling on top of the world. Do you know what I mean? Pretty invincible stuff from those boys. So we will be wishing them all the best. And yeah, just I know it's going to deliver. I don't need to kind of sit here and think, I wonder what's going to happen. Whatever it is, it will be box office. But yeah, so that's the only footage we have from this week. But there was some action in the Northern Prem as well while we've been away. Heriot Watt at home losing 4-2 to Stirling. But there's, again, I think that's kind of to be expected. I don't think we can be grumbling at Heriot Watt. I think they've had a really good season. They've pulled out some good results throughout. So, yeah, I don't think they'll be, hopefully spirits aren't too low in the camp there. But again, that's a minor talking point. But just the way it leaves the table is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it first, you think, okay, the Southern Prem, that's where all the drama's happening. But it's just as equally tense here because 2 top teams, Nottingham versus Stirling, of course they have to have each other on the last game. Of course that's the case. Nottingham playing Stirling on that last match is outrageously tense.
Yeah, well, as you say, it's exciting at the top, but it's just as exciting down the bottom. We've been crunching the numbers before recording there. We want to make sure we've got all the information bang on for you chaps. But yeah, before we do, I want to just get into it really. The 2 teams that have come up from last season, have earned themselves to be worry-free coming into the last week, which not a lot can be said for a lot of other teams in the division. So, Birmingham and East London, I tip my hat because they've done very well there. Down at the bottom, we've got Heriot Watt, Newcastle, Loughborough. Loughborough must win again, so there's no negotiation there. You are panicking if you are a Loughborough fan, which is bonkers to think of the end they had to last season.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Loughborough, they're the cup winners. These are the giants of university football. Probably the most, them and Hartpury with the most trophies going. It'll be a massive upset for them to go down. And we do know, we've got that little bit of inside knowledge. We know Loughborough do like to kind of take some of their players away and bring them in when they need to bring them in. This is going to be a very, very tough game for the last game of the season and puts a lot of pressure on Newcastle and Heriot Watt. going into their game, because we know that Loughborough can pick up points, and then again it's a tough Birmingham side. Like you said, they've done really, really well this season. They've caused a lot of exciting watches for us as viewers. So they'll sure give it a game, but I think the fact that they've kind of secured their spot might make them take the foot off the gas a little bit. But that's easy for me to say sitting here in my room, not actually on that pitch in the freezing cold playing that match.
He is in fact not on the pitch yet. We're still waiting for the call up on that front. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And again, just looking at that Heriot-Watt Newcastle game, you're now looking at if Heriot-Watt and Newcastle draw. So if Heriot-Watt can get a point, which again, who are you backing to go away from home and pull off a really gritty Wednesday afternoon performance? 10 at the back, lump ball, maybe nick it with a corner in the last minute, or one of those delicious long throw-ins we keep seeing. Then and Loughborough go on to win. You've got Newcastle out, so we're looking at potentially either losing the cup winners or the league winners from last season. So it's just absolutely bonkers stuff. But yeah, likewise, I'm sure there'll be Nottingham fans punching their screens right now that they're not getting credit for being in with a shout and at the top of the table after again what was a mediocre season for them last year. So love it. Can't stress it enough. Well done, all the boys who've taken part this year. I know we've got the cup to come, so it ain't over till the fat lady sings. But if you're not watching next Wednesday, I don't know what you've been doing with your time.
Yeah, definitely. This is worth a trip to. If you're just sitting there in your university and you're at one of these unis, you're not going down to these games, you are mental, because these should be £50 tickets to come through the doors to go see this. So yeah, get down there, watch that. It's going to be incredible stuff, as we've seen. We know it's going to be incredible stuff. These are the biggest. One thing you can bank on. You can't bank on any results, but you can bank on insane games. So yeah, I'm excited to see what plays out here. Got the goal of the season ongoing as well. Let's not forget that. I think there was a potential shout there in that Cardiff Met game, but too late for that one, unfortunately. But 4 big goals, so we'll get that on the socials, on Instagram, probably after, maybe Thursday, Friday, something like that. Definitely keep an eye out for it though. So it's going to be big.
Yeah, we'll check with the marketing department of when that's going to go out and let you know. And again, HR department's going to be having some words with Rob for the mental shout there. It's a bit 2018 from him, but we're going to let it go. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Thank you for the mental football while you've been at it. And as I say, don't be mental next Wednesday. If you are mental, be mental in the stands. Get your kit off. Whoever you are. So yeah, we'll be here. Will you? And more importantly, will you be voting for goal of the season? Because if you don't, then get a grip. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Hope you all have a mental week, and we'll see you next time.